Whoa, my phone. It fell. It fell as I hit record. So, I just finished recording a longer video, and I'm going to actually edit it and put effort into it. So, I can't upload it now, so you're getting this video instead. This video is a small update. What have I been up to? What's going on? And I mean update like right now. Like, what have I been up to very recently? Not like in the last while, but like what have I been up to in this past couple of days? Besides the cockroach infestation. I'm a little sick today, so I've been up to that. I'm wearing this Helsing shirt. It makes me look scrawny and skinny. It's from Hot Topic, so the shirt might be designed to make me look skinny and scrawny. Sorry, it's not body dysmorphia. I'm just insecure about being small. Because I am genuinely small. Like, I'm not the smallest a person could be, but I'm very small. And I'm like, oh man, I could step on me like an ant. I was just listening to Fullmetal Alchemist music because it was in my YouTube recommended. I've been thinking about wanting to watch Fullmetal Alchemist again, you know. I get in those moods where I have to rewatch Fullmetal Alchemist. You know, I've only seen it like 30 times. I need to see it more. Same with Death Note. I've been in the mood to see Death Note again, but for different reasons. For different reasons I wanted to see Death Note. But I'm also prone to rewatching Death Note. I've also seen it countless times. Speaking of media to be consumed, I need to catch up on this last season of Archer before the last finale episode comes out. I'm really excited for it. Well, I'm not excited. I'm actually upset that Archer's ending, but I want to see how it ends, and I want to see it through to the end. You know, I remember watching the pilot on YouTube with my dad years and years and years ago. And I was like, ew, this animation is garbage. Thankfully the animation grew on me, and the animation also improved over the years. But yeah, that was my first impression of Archer back in the day. I watched this season that came out last year. You know, I watched what was airing last year, even though it was a little difficult for me because my dad passed away, in case you didn't know. And I've never watched the show without him, basically. So to watch it without him was a chore. But I got through it. Just as last month or the month before, I finally watched the last season of Mr. Robot. Now you might be saying Mr. Robot ended a long time ago. What are you talking about, man? You should have finished that a long time ago. I know, but I eventually was able to finish it. And it was also difficult for me to finish because I tried a few times over last year to finish it, but it was hard to watch with my dad. Because, you know, I'd watch the episodes over and I'd be like, man, like remembering like exact conversations I had with my dad while watching those episodes. But anyways, other things I have to consume. Scott Pilgrim comes out on Friday. The Scott Pilgrim, they're calling it an anime. It's a Netflix show. Now, as you can see, I'm a big fan of Scott Pilgrim. Yes, I've been a big fan of Scott Pilgrim ever since the movie came out in 2010. I hope that the show is going to be good, and I hope that it's exactly like the comics. I kind of have a sneaking suspicion that they're going to change some things, and that it's not going to be exactly like the comics. I'm worried because it's a Netflix series. As Scott Pilgrim is a Netflix series, it's going to be a Netflix series, I am worried. Because Netflix series are, how you say, bad. Bad sometimes, very bad sometimes, very not great. The animation looks great so far. I really like that they have the movie cast members. Some people were throwing a fit over Twitter when that was announced. They're like, they should give obscure voice actors these roles instead of famous actors. And you know, the thing is, I mean, whatchamacallit, the two that are now big Marvel stars, they weren't big Marvel stars when the Scott Pilgrim movie came out. It just so happened that they had success in their careers after the Scott Pilgrim movie. But I don't know, everyone has always really liked the cast of the Scott Pilgrim movie, like fans of the Scott Pilgrim comics, from what I know. I enjoy it. So I'm happy that they're in the show. I don't know. Excited to watch that. Excited to gatekeep Scott Pilgrim. I've also been thinking about I want to play car games. You know, I've had the urge to play Need for Speed, Gran Turismo 4. You know, like Need for Speed Most Wanted, Underground 2. I haven't done it. I've just had the urge. I don't really play video games anymore. They sit on my shelf and collect dust. I bought Dark Cloud last month. I haven't touched it. There's a bunch of games here that I've never even touched. I never even played. I just don't play games anymore. It's a little sad. You know when you don't participate in the things within your consumer identities of the past and you feel a little sad about it. Like I went to my favorite mall the other day, my old favorite mall, and I saw a bunch of things that I would have bought in the past, but I just didn't buy. It feels sad to fall out of consumer identity. Whoa, the effects of capitalism making me sad when I shouldn't be sad. I'm reading Anti-Oedipus, but I've been reading Anti-Oedipus since September. It's just been, I don't have time to read it. But I'm almost there. I'm almost finished it. Anti-Oedipus has been a delightful read. Sometimes passages end in such a beautiful, almost comedic way. Like it's such a delight to read. I've had a delightful time reading Galzin, Deleuze, and Guattari's Anti-Oedipus, Capitalism and Schizophrenia. Good book. I need to move to Europe for personal reasons. That's been on my mind. I need to get my ass there. And then also, impersonal reasons, I really want to go to some Christmas markets. Something else that's been on my mind, speaking of Christmas, I live in a place called Snowy Land, and it's November and there's no snow here. Usually there's a fuck ton of snow here by November. Usually there's a fuck ton of snow here by September and October, for that matter. And outside, when I go out there, it's like September weather in November, and it's disgusting. I feel saddened when I leave this cool apartment. That's my mini updates. It ended up kind of being long. Yeah, thanks for listening. Look forward to my new video coming out soon that I'm going to edit. I'm going to actually edit it properly.